Hello everyone and welcome to my class. To continue with the second chapter of class 9 civics, that is what is democracy and why democracy, this is my second video on it. Right. In my first video, I have discussed about the simple meaning of democracy. We have discussed the simplest definition of democracy, that is democracy is a rule of people, by the people and for the people, which was given by the US President Abraham Lincoln. And we have discussed about this definition. Right. Now to continue with the further with the concept of democracy, we will try to find out some important questions like who are the actual rulers in democracy, how these rulers are made, who are the ones who made their rulers. Are they hereditary, or they are chosen by the people, or from which process these rulers are elected, and how the government forms in democracy? Or to find out these questions, to find out the answers of these questions, we will try to actually redefine or try to understand democracy in a better way. Right. So let's start with the democracy again. Democracy, till so far we have understood with the simplest definition that it is the rule of the people, and we have discussed certain important terms here when I have raised certain questions just now, like who are the rulers, who are going to decide who should rule the nation. Means we focus on according to this definition, rule of the people means people plays an important role in democracy. Then through which process the rulers are elected. So election again is an important thing in democracy, and how the government works, this is again important feature of democracy. So while discussing these keywords, we'll be trying to understand the concept of democracy in a better way. Right. So let's try to understand these words and try to understand democracy through different examples. So let's take the case of Pakistan. See, if we compare India and Pakistan, both these nations emerged independent at almost at the same time, right, in the same year. But if we compare the two nations politically, then we'll find that India is in much sound position. It is having much stable politically rather than Pakistan, and this is the reason, the main reason why the political instability is there in Pakistan, that many times Pakistan were in the hands of the dictators. Right. So here we'll be discussing about one such dictator, one such government that formed in Pakistan in the year 1999. Till 1999, Pakistan was having elected government. But in this year 1999, General Parvez Musharraf, he was from military background, he was a military general. Parvez Musharraf led a military coup and declared himself the chief executive of the nation. Now here I have used the term military coup. What does it mean? Military coup is as its name suggests, military action or military step, military when military of a nation takes the powers in its own hands, right, replacing the existing government. So this happened in the year 1999 when General Parvez Musharraf led a military coup in Pakistan, and he declared himself the chief executive of the nation. Right. And later on he changed his designation to president, right, and and this happened, this how he changed his designation to president was through a referendum that he held in the year 2002. Now this is again a new word, referendum. Now referendum is again a political word. It is used, it means that it is a direct vote of electorate to either accept or reject a proposal. Means referendum, the Parvez Musharraf has given a chance to the public, to his people, to either accept him as the head of the nation or not. This choice was given to public. Although there are chances, although it is found that the referendum was a fraud, right? And through referendum also, the people, the electorate elects, accept or rejects any proposal of the government. And according to this referendum that was held in 2002, Parvez Musharraf declared himself the president, right? To strengthen his position, further steps taken by the Parvez Musharraf was to do the amendment in the constitution. He done various changes in the constitution of Pakistan, and through national legal framework, he got all the powers in his hand. The most important power was to suspend national and provincial assemblies, right? And with the suspension of these assemblies, fresh elections were held in Pakistan, where the government bodies were elected by the people. But these civil cabinets, these civil bodies were again under the supervision of the military, of the army. And this is how the government was elected under the Parvez Musharraf. Now, though the elections were held there, though the government was formed in Pakistan, but such government cannot be called a true representative government of the people, right? Because this government was not working with the will of the people. People didn't directly elected their representatives, or the representatives who were elected, they were their work, their decisions were supervised by the military, right? And whatever the decisions taken by the civil cabinets there, the local governments there, that the head of the nation, that is the president, was having this power of veto. Means he can nullify all the decisions taken by the cabinets. So ultimate powers were in the hands of one person. So such government cannot be called a true representative government, because somewhere the will of the people is suppressed there, right? So though election is an important feature of democracy, but it is also important that how the elections are held. We'll be discussing these features in more detail with some other cases in the upcoming videos. So keep on watching these videos, and do write your comments. Please like, share and subscribe this channel. Thank you.